English. No. Hi, this is Jenna.
And this is Heather.
And this is Conspiracies
Unlocked.
Unlocked.
Did you see my face? I was so confused.
She's not in the... We're trying... No, this is not the middle.
This is not right.
This is not right. Why does this happen to us every time?
Because there's no...
we don't get a preview.
There's
we just
no
have to
preview.
press start and hope it works out. What are you doing? Are you stopping this?
No, I'm fucking with the color now.
Oh my God.
I don't know what I did.
I did pop. Good. That's good. Just sit down. So, we are on Britney Spears, The Woman in Me, chapter 28. Now, we know that we already recorded this once. So, if you caught us live one time, it never saved. So, here we are again. Chapter 28. What?
Full disclosure, my son called us in the middle of the live and the audio cut out.
So, we couldn't keep it forever.
So that was it.
January 2008. Let's take us back. Hey, and it's chapter 28. That's funny. Britney starts off a warm winter day in January 2008. Picture it.
Yes.
Britney had the boys. Her old security guard was coming to take them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was her security guard. And then K-Fed was like, hey, I'm going to take the security guard. So now the security guard that Britney did once employ, probably still is employing, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. She's employing.
She's definitely paying him. Is now K-Fed security. Yay.
Yeah. Well, she had to pay all of Kevin Federline's bills. So security would be one of them.
So, security had put Preston into the car, and then when he came to get Jaden, Britney just, flipped her shit and ran into the bathroom, locked the door, and was like, oh my God, I'm never seeing my boys again. What if this is the last time I could see them? Obviously having a fucking mental breakdown, right?
Panic attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Her friend, and she just don't want anyone to take her baby. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes total sense. She's like... I don't know, if my kid was that little, I'd be like, oh my God, nobody even touched Max for months, years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So her friend happened to be there, was trying to help, and, she had talked to the security guard. Security was like, okay, yeah, she can take all the time she needs. It's cool. Everything is fine. And then all of a sudden, SWAT team is coming in, busting down the bathroom door. So... obviously, this wasn't just a quick little hey, I just want 10 more minutes with my baby. This had to have been at least hour, 2-3 hours.
SWAT team doesn't come unless it's well, I don't know, because she's
a hostage situation. But she's a celebrity, so it might be a little different because she's a high-profile celebrity, especially at that time. And they could have gotten it, so that's why I'm thinking, maybe it wasn't 3-4 hours, maybe it was 2 hours. But you have to think that they were pounding on the door. For it to escalate that far, they had to already be like, hey, Britney, hey, we want the kid. It's been an hour. We've given you enough time. We're now going to call the police. This is your last chance. We're not kidding. Okay, now we're calling you wouldn't just be like, oh, look, she locked her kid. Look, she's in the bathroom with her kid. Yeah, she can take all the time she wants. Okay, now we're going to just call. 2 minutes later. There's definitely,
there was conversations.
There had to be. And so we're talking 4 hours later. And my concern is, I know she's a celebrity and her bathrooms are probably super bougie. But, she don't got no food in there. How was the baby? Unless he was, breastfeeding. What would you do with the baby in a bathroom for 4 hours?
Yeah, it could have been the type of bathroom that has a whole lounge area and stuff.
Yeah, a lounge.
Her
okay.
Status, we don't know.
But food, there wouldn't be food in the bathroom no matter what. Best you got is a bottle of wine and water. I'm thinking of taking a bath with wine, with all the bubbles. All the soap bubbles, bubble bath, yeah.
People do
especially,
that.
I could picture Britney doing that, being oh.
But
maybe a TV in there.
Britney wasn't allowed to have wine, and she wasn't allowed to...
Not then, she was. She wasn't in there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. No, she wasn't in the thing yet. So, anyways, they obviously took Jaden. And then they took Britney to the hospital on a gurney, strapped up like a crazy person. Went to the mental hospital, 72-hour hold, but she didn't even stay that long, according to her.
No, they let her out early because they didn't think that she was a danger to herself or a danger to others. Because had they thought she was a danger to herself or others, they would have kept her.
And she obviously had paparazzi all over the freaking place. And so now she had a new custody hearing.
Yeah.
So while she was missing her boys and trying to fight for her boys, she ended up losing her boys even more, getting less time with said boys.
Because then the judges...
She was deemed crazy.
Well, the judge is going to have major concerns because they're going to think she's not capable of making healthy decisions for them. Locking them in the bathroom because you are afraid that the other parent is going to never give them back again is not really a rational thought because there's laws. There was nothing that said that he had 100% custody at that time that we're aware of. Otherwise, it would have probably said that in the book.
Or, like, everyone would have known it. Like, he never did until recently.
Yeah, so at that time, he couldn't have just taken them because the roles would have been flipped and he would be the one that they would deem that the children may not be safe in his care.
So she was definitely, like, not as sane as she's trying to say she is. She felt like no one cared for her, like, not even her family. She even had to find out from the tabloids that Jamie Lynn was pregnant.
Which I think is really interesting because it seemed like they were more of, like, a close family, even though it was toxic. Yeah. Like, they were so up in Britney's business and, like, so controlling of her life. I'm surprised that she didn't know what was going on with her sister, though.
Don't ask, don't tell. Tell her only what she needs to know. Like,
yeah. Or maybe they thought if Britney was having mental health issues that it could make her spiral more because her sister was young. She was a teenager.
But do not try to play fucking devil's advocate like her parents are great. Trying to look out for her. No way.
No. I don't think that her parents were ever trying to look out for her. I think that everything they did was in the interest of what was going to benefit themselves.
Them. Nobody else.
Maybe they thought that she would be a loose cannon and maybe let the cat out of the bag about the sister. That's another way. Like, if the sister hadn't came forward publicly yet. Oh. Well, I guess the tabloids knew before Britney, but I don't know. Maybe they thought Britney would tell the wrong people
or lose her shit and for whatever reason and stop doing music or like do a brain shift or like and then they'd stop getting money.
Yeah.
That would be the
I can see that
something
happening.
Like that. Yeah. So this was also at the time that Jamie Lynn was almost going to file for emancipation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? She's 16. She's pregnant, whether she was pregnant when she almost did or if it was right before she was pregnant, it doesn't matter. Point is that what do all 16-year-olds need?
Money?
Their phone.
And
parents took away her phone and wouldn't let her have her phone. So she had to literally buy like a shit ton of burner phones just to talk to the outside world.
Yeah.
Which is psychotic all on its own. And then also makes me chuckle like, like you I'm going to divorce my parents because you took away my phone. Like.
The other thing at this time, it does not say it in the book. It doesn't say it in the book. But allegedly, they were trying to force her to have an abortion.
Oh, it doesn't say it in the book.
It doesn't say it in the book.
Oh.
It's just
because it's not her story. It's
Britney didn't put it in the book. But I have heard that other sources like I don't
TMZ at the time.
I don't remember if it was something like that Jamie Lynn actually said in an interview. I believe it was an interview Jamie Lynn did with someone, but I can't for the life of me remember what interview or where I saw it. But I know that I've seen it from like either Jamie Lynn or somebody in their camp, like somebody close.
Somebody there, not just to not just random like Perez Hilton.
No, not like a random tabloid like that. It was like an actual interview. Like maybe her brother said it or she said it or obviously not Britney because Britney didn't put it in the book, but someone close to them said it.
Yeah. So Britney saw that when, like, someone's down, someone needs to come and, like, hold them, take care of them, love them. Mm-hmm. And she, at this point, she just knew that Kevin let her down and her family was not there to, like, pick her up, hold her, and love her and everything.
Yeah, she didn't felt alone.
The way that she, like, put it in her book and stuff, it just made me think of, like, she's not stronger. She's a damsel in distress. Like, you need someone to pick you up. Like, just the way that she wrote it in the book, I took it like, wait, you're supposed to, like, you're Britney. Like, be strong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pick you up. Like, why do you need your family to pick you up? Go pick up your own fucking pieces and move on, you know?
I think it was just, the way that I saw it is, it was just so many things happened so rapidly in her life. She didn't overcome, like, the last hurdle. She just had to keep pressing through. So I think she never really addressed anything.
No.
And then
she
it
didn't
all
have time. Yeah, she didn't have time to, like, compartmentalize and, like, even, like, what we were saying for, like, my life, like, because it's so, like, with kids and just, like, everything that, like, I need to start journaling at the end of the day because all my days are mishing together. And, like, I get that because, like, you do get to a point where it's, like, months and years are mushing together and you're like, oh my God, when is it going to end? And you don't have time to breathe. So I understand that. But just the way that she wrote it, it just made me think of a damsel in distress. Like, she was in
distress, though.
And she did. She ended up, you know, getting her prince to come and save her. But just not yet. So.
Kind of.
So Britney felt, well, mini princess, but in the next chapter. So Britney felt that her family was, like, actually enjoying her suffering.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, like, super sad.
Specifically her mom, right? Her and her mom had a really bad relationship at this time.
Super bad, yeah. So that's the end that I have. What you got? You have a lot more.
No, this is just what you already were talking about in...
Oh, I see.
Let's see. Chapter 28. Kevin. A quote she said about Kevin. He, Kevin, knocked the breath out of me, and my family did not hold me.
That's what I was saying. That's the whole,
I know, but that's the quote.
Yeah, that just made me be like...
And then she said that her other quote in the book, I always write down the quotes.
Yeah.
She said about going back to about how the family was, like getting pleasure out of it.
Enjoying her suffering and was, like, almost making it happen and, like, loving it.
Yeah, she said that it was the worst time of her life, and she thought, in quotes, surely I was paranoid, right?
Like, no way that her mom and her family would enjoy Britney suffering.
And that was the end. I was ending it on the quote.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, that literally is the last sentence. That's the end of the chapter, and there we are. So, please join in for our next chapter 29. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and email us at conspiraciesunlocked@gmail.com. Bye. Okay, go turn it off. Quickly.
Okay.
Quickly.
Okay. Oh, there's no end. Wait a minute. Is it recording? It is recording.
It is, but where's the end?
Sorry, people. We are not good at YouTube yet.
Ever. I think
it's the X? It's the X. Okay.
Is it?
I don't know.
Try it.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Just try it. End.
Are you sure you want to stop streaming? It's still going.